Today, we're digging into Alibaba's latest earnings. And really, it's a tale of two companies. On one side, you have this high-flying AI division that's just knocking it out of the park. And on the other, a legacy e-commerce business that's under some serious pressure. Let's break it down.
This right here, this is the central conflict. You've got incredible momentum from the AI business, but at the same time, you've got these major profitability issues in their core e-commerce segment. This is the key tension we're going to be exploring today. A booming, futuristic division that's masking some pretty deep troubles in the company's foundational business.
So let's start with the bright spot in this whole story, the growth engine. I'm talking about Alibaba's cloud and AI segment, which is showing some clear and, frankly, accelerating momentum. 34%. That's the year-over-year revenue growth for cloud and AI. And get this, inside that number, AI-specific revenue saw triple-digit growth. That is a huge acceleration in what is a critical strategic area for the company. This chart really tells a powerful visual story. Just look at that orange line. That's cloud and AI. It is on a steep upward climb, and it's dramatically outpacing the company's other revenue streams. This just vividly illustrates the kind of raw power behind their AI business right now. So what's actually fueling this growth? Well, a lot of it boils down to their AI model, Qwen. It's gaining some serious traction. I mean, Singapore's national AI program chose Qwen over Meta's Llama model. The CEO of Airbnb pointed out how much they rely on it. And on the developer side, you're seeing over 180,000 derivative models built from Qwen on Hugging Face. To cap it all off, their new consumer app pulled in 10 million downloads in its very first week. These are just huge wins across the board. And you know, Alibaba's backing this push with some serious cash. 120 billion RMB, that's roughly 16.5 billion US dollars invested in AI and cloud infrastructure just in the last year. This really underscores a deep strategic commitment to making AI a central pillar of the company's future.
But that's only half the story. Now we have to turn to the legacy core of the business, e-commerce, where let's just say the operating environment is a whole lot more challenging.
This chart really shows you why that AI boom isn't enough to carry the whole company, at least not yet. You see, cloud and AI, for all its amazing growth, still only makes up about 16% of total revenue. The giant in the room is still Taobao and Tmall, sitting at 54% of the pie. So when that segment struggles, believe me, the entire company feels it. And this is the absolute crucial point, a dramatic collapse in profit margins. Before this recent, really aggressive price war and quick commerce, the e-commerce business was enjoying margins of over 40%. In the last quarter, that number plummeted to just 7.9%. That is a staggering decline in profitability for their largest business segment. This chart, wow, it shows the margin plunge with brutal clarity. Just follow that dark blue line for Taobao and Tmall. You can see it holding steady up there, above 40%. And then it just falls off a cliff in the most recent quarters. It's just a stark visual of a business segment under immense competitive pressure.
Okay, so now let's connect these two stories and look at the bottom line. How does all this strain in e-commerce actually impact the company's overall financial health?
The direct result of all this pressure? A 71% fall year over year in the group's core net profit. When your biggest engine starts to sputter, it has a way of dragging the entire enterprise down with it. And this bar chart really reinforces that impact. You can see the core net profit fluctuating in the previous quarters, but just look at that bar on the far right for Q3 25. It is a fraction of what it was in prior periods. This is a significant hit to the company's earnings power. So all of this brings us to the road ahead. Given this internal tug of war, what is management signaling and what are the key strategic questions for Alibaba's future? Well, the outlook from management is cautious. They are not forecasting some quick V-shaped recovery here. They expect growth in their core business to slow down and for those squeezed margins to remain volatile. Any recovery they're pointing out really depends heavily on what their competitors, like PDD and Douyin, decide to do. And that leaves us with the central question that really summarizes this whole situation. Can the explosive growth in Alibaba's AI engine actually outpace the structural decline in its legacy e-commerce business? That is the balancing act the company absolutely has to navigate right now.